You know, it's a slow news week when you're reporting about Grant Hanley pulling out of the Scotland squad. Welcome back to Fog Football. Of course, we do have two games this week to look forward to from a Scotland perspective, as we're taking on Holland and Northern Ireland. But yeah, Holland, of course, we took them on a friendly before Euro 2020. I think that's 3 years ago. I mean, you remember that? You remember that game? It is like clear as day. I remember watching that game and thinking we are going to do some damage in the Euros. Now that didn't necessarily happen. I remember sitting down in a well, I wasn't sitting down in it at Hampden, but I was going to say half empty living room. I remember sitting down in the living room watching the game. You know, I think there was only like what 10,000 people at Hampden because of the COVID restrictions. Here in Florida, Scotland played, and then David Marshall went and fucked it all up. Hopefully this year at the Euro, I don't think it'll be as bad as that. I mean, we picked up a point against England and got beat against Croatia and Czech Republic. I'm expecting big things. I'm expecting us to go through. Like, I'm not saying on the first day, right, opening ceremony, we're going to just fucking step up to the task and lay the smack down to the Germans like it's 1945. But the point is, we need to do something. And I think I'm going off on a tangent here about the future. Let's just wrap it up. I'm looking forward to the Euros, guys. And if you want some great coverage about the Euros here on YouTube, then Fog Football is the place to be. But these international friendlies, I don't mind the Nations League. At least that's building towards something. I mean, I guess you could say these friendlies are building towards like, well, who's going to be good enough for the squad? But the worst thing about Clark is he doesn't seem to change. And like Hanley's pulled out here, right? So he's out of the squad for these two games. And as we touched upon in like the actual squad reveal, I just think, is it not time to give like young players a chance? I maybe think after the Euros that's when you might want to do it. But like there's like Liam Cooper, Grant Hanley, and I think Grant Hanley's much better than Liam Cooper, so I don't want to paint them with the same brush. But it's like I've seen people drop out of Scotland squads before, and he doesn't call anyone up. Like, why is he not calling anyone up? You know, there's one name and one name only that I think should be called, and I think that's Lewis Mayo. I think the guy's had a fantastic season for Kelly, former Rangers player, of course, but you can't take it away the season he's had. And most Kelly players, that is, I think, be as well calling him up, but it doesn't look like that he is going to get called up, sadly. And well, I say sadly, like I just think you may as well utilise being able to call someone else up, even if you don't even bring in another defender. Like, I always bang on about Ryan Gold. Like, why not? Why not use Ryan Gold? Why not call up Ryan Gold? See what he's capable of. I'm sure there's other. What's that guy that plays for Bristol City? Tommy Gunn. I know he took on Rocky, and we've already made that reference before, but I actually can't remember his name. Again, there's loads of people that to be called up, man. There's loads of informed players that I'm struggling to name that definitely deserve a call up. So, yeah, buddy. Absolutely brilliant. But, yeah, Grant Hanley, guys, I'm not going to beat around the bush. That's pretty much what it is. I thought I may as well talk about it. Of course, we do play the Netherlands on, what, Friday, I believe. And then, of course, on Tuesday, it's back to Hampden. So, yeah, looking forward to the games, to watch them. I mean, it's just a long international break, man. Like, sometimes the international breaks come at good periods for your club and shit like that, but for Rangers, I think it's came at a pretty poor point because I wanted that Dundee game to be played, and now we have to wait even longer for the next league game, and it's just a catalogue of disasters that's happened in a row, pretty much. But anyway, guys, your thoughts down below. That's it. Grant Hanley's at the squad. Till next time. Peace.